welcome back to the Role Players Guild, where we are practicing doing cursive and writing with our offhand.
Amazing.
It's getting pretty well tonight.
The X is super simple, at least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do both of those things at the same time.
There you go.
P isn't any different at all. R isn't any different. At least the uppercase.
They're just fancy, right?
Not even. They're just exactly the same.
Not bad.
Oh gosh.
I remember doing
There you go.
X, right?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Alright, I am a sleepy guildmaster here, so I'm just going to move this right along for the DM. I am Beluga, and I am playing Fist of the Queen, a monk barbarian multi-class. And on to you, Alex. Laura, this is your warning.
All right, Laura, this is your warning. I am Alex. I'm also of the Role Players Guild, and I am playing Xylek, the Nature Cleric Stars Druid multi-class. Go ahead, Laura.
My name is Laura. I'm playing Gilzaf, and I have Reese's Pieces, and my dog can't have any. And now it's Bee's turn.
I'm not called out. I was expecting this, but at the same time, yet here we are. Sorry, I'm working on a thing right now. I'm still B. Unsurprisingly, I am also a member of the Role Players Guild. What game is this? Eberron?
Eberron.
Okay, I do not play Mila in this game. I play Justice Reese, the half-orc paladin, Oath of the Crown, and I'm going to make my spouse speak for himself. So this is your cue, Scott.
I play Elspeth. There we go. Is that a good enough intro? Are we good?
Nice. It's good.
Elspeth is a half-elf storm sorceress who really just wants to take this train and see how fast she can make it go, but is not doing that because it would be wildly inappropriate, dangerous, and everyone would probably die. Plus, the DM would be a little mad. So, speaking of the DM, Jason, that's you.
It is I. Right on. Hello and welcome everybody to another exciting action-packed adventure-filled episode of Dungeons & Dragons. We have been playing Murder on the Eberron Express. My name is Jason. I will be your guide to the light. And welcome. And tonight, you brave and foolish adventurers have found yourselves on a train where there has been a murder. Somebody died. Somebody was killed. It was the shedding of presumably innocent blood. And you have been painstakingly working tirelessly and diligently to discover who killed Egan Backer and why. And there were some answers uncovered last time, and some mysteries unraveled. But unfortunately, some of your uncoverings kind of only brought up more questions rather than answers, like an episode of Lost. It's difficult. Yes, Laura.
When we solve the murder, do we have to take our answer to the lobby and tell who did it with what weapon in which room?
Yes, but you can only make one accusation. That's how this works.
Okay.
Right. One accusation. That's right. You say I would like to solve the murder, and right. Yes. Yes. Last week, well, sorry. It's been how long? It's been a while, right? Our last session, 2 weeks. Yep. There were some things that happened. There was a strange happening in the room containing the spouse of Egan Backer, right? Let's see. I think I'll let Xylek kind of tell that story. What did you experience, Xylek?
So, having not made much progress in the way of sleuthing in my humanoid form, I had decided to wild shape into a mastiff. From there, I started sniffing out any sort of peculiar scents in the room of the murder, where I picked up on a very odd chemical, almost like either like a cleaning solution of sort or some sort of preservative type chemical scent. Um, Having picked that up as the most distinguished odor in the room, I went around the other uh, sleeping quarters to see if I could sniff it out at all. I sniffed out Ricky Diggett's. Uh, didn't get any scent off of him or a scent or his scent in the room of the murder, anything like that. But made conversation with Justice and Terriana. Um, I had gone up and started sniffing Terriana, and it was on her person in particular that I got a very, very strong scent of that like chemical like odor that was present in the murder room. The second Terriana had noticed that I had picked something up. She had looked at me in a very discerning manner, uh, where I was then able to kind of look beyond the veil almost and see that Terriana wasn't necessarily exactly who she was presenting as. And once I started making those connections, she had shunted me out of my wild shape form. And for a brief period, or honestly, I don't know if I still have the capability as of right now or not, but I have been unable to access my wild shape capabilities. It just seems to be separated from my database of memories. Um, and right after that happened, she essentially shut herself up into her room and has kind of locked herself away.
Mhm.
I managed to get everybody together, or most of us at least, where I then explained everything that I came across.
Okay.
Hmm.
Good. So do we want to say? I mean, the tokens are kind of all over the board right now. But do we say that's kind of taking place in like a group meeting where you can relay that information to each of your party members?
Yeah, did we
Or
go back to the food trolley?
run back to the food cart?
Yeah, I think that's what we did. I can't remember. But
Just the strategy there because he wanted to try and get Elspeth to talk it over with the maybe ex-wife, maybe whatever she is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I remember is that
All right.
Justice wanted Elspeth to talk to her, and then y'all were doing something else.
Okay. Right on. Okay. All right. So we'll look at that real quick. We can kind of look at that conversation. Justice wanted to talk to Terriana, right?
Nope,
No, Justice already did his.
I did. I sent Elspeth to talk to Terriana.
Okay. All right. So Elsbeth, on your way to talk to Terriana? Is that right? Sorry, it's been a little while.
At some point, yep, that was the plan.
All right, good. Okay, so we can pick up at that spot. Zylek just kind of feeling a little dumbfounded at what happened. You saw something. It was not quite the you think you saw, and I think as I remember it being described, you just kind of saw very large eyes.
Yep.
Kind of gazing at you, gazing into you, and then just your memory just kind of left you as far as knowing how to wild shape into a dog form, mastiff form. Elsbeth, taking those steps to move towards approaching Terriana's door. We can pick it up at where you are there, looking to kind of interrogate Terriana, right?
She was waiting for that crowd to get out of there. And then she would actually knock before just barging.
Okay. All right, waiting for Justice and Zylek to step away.
We stepped away already. We're in the dining car.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you
I'll
move
put myself
tokens.
on
There we
the
go.
other side here.
Yeah. All right. Good, good. All right. So yeah, I mean, you know, it looks kind of, looks fairly quiet. Let me see if you check your character. What I have on your character, real quick. Okay, so walking down that corridor, you do look down the hall and you do see the gentleman known as Tramden, and he's kind of meandering a little bit in the hallway, and he's just kind of looking out of the window of the train, on the little porthole windows, and you know it's not uncommon. It's not like out of place for him to kind of glance your way a little bit, but you notice he's kind of doing it, you know, kind of in a rhythm, I guess. Every so often, he kind of glances your way. And you stand at the door as it stands silent. Mhm.
I think Elspeth's going to catch his eye and just stare at him. See how long it takes him to break eye contact.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so he sees that, and you can kind of you can kind of sense when people are kind of feeling you out, and they realize, you know, this is you. It's almost like he's thinking, okay, oh, so this is, they're going to see how long it takes to break eye contact, and he decides to kind of mitigate that tension, and he speaks. It says, "Quite a day on the train, huh?"
I'm sure.
You must be somewhat confused about today's happenings.
No, normally it's quite obvious that when someone's murdered, there's been a murder.
Hmm. Surely you must wonder why.
If it's anything, or if the last night's conversation is any indication, not particularly. It seemed the question is more like, why not sooner?
Hmm.
Oh shit!
Well, you got that right. He says, "Nobody liked Egan, that's for sure." He turns his gaze back to the window, almost as if to wait to see what you'll do next.
Is there something particularly exciting out there?
Not half as exciting as what's happening here. The view of the countryside. We'll be in Fairhaven shortly.
Of course we will.
Videos.
And she will turn away and knock at Tariana's door.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. Yeah, the door opens. Tariana stands at the in the opening. And she looks a little bit, she's kind of, you know, she has her composure and all that. She's kind of, you know, poised, I guess you could say, but she looks a little bit exhausted at what's happening. More visitors. May I help you?
I suppose I'm not sure the best way to put this. Now, you're well, I guess there's really no better way to put it. You're a widow, yes?
Be blunt.
Way to be blunt. It is good. Your powers of tact are amazing, Elspeth. So yeah, she's taken aback a little bit by that, and says, "Yes, I appear to be."
You appear to be. Most people normally are aware one way or the other, although... No, never mind. There's a body, at least, so... Presumably you are aware whether or not it's the body of your X. Is it an X? Count as an X?
Yeah, estranged, I would say.
Is that before or after the murder?
Oh, that would be before.
Oh, so
We
like
were-
the other room was you don't know who was in there or why, and that's really not important?
Well, I suppose not. I know that somebody was obviously in there, or how many, or whoever was there. I don't know. And she's kind of a little. Obviously, it's kind of hard for her to talk about it. There was a connection there. Apparently, it was her husband, but you kind of gather that they hadn't had a connection for a very long time. There hadn't been, and he was kind of an estranged husband. Their relationship was a bit rocky for sure.
But I don't mean to intrude on grief or moving on, depending on how you feel is best. Can I come in? Do you mind?
Yeah. She glances towards the bed, towards the nightstand, very quickly, and then her eyes shift back to you and says, "Of course." And she opens the door wider to admit you in.
Elspeth will step in, and if she doesn't close the door, then Elspeth will do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you step in and close the door.
I don't mean to intrude, but you see, as you might imagine, what's the best way to put this? The guild in charge of trains would appreciate if the murder was solved before we arrived anywhere and there was a hubbub.
Hmm.
So I have been, what's the word? Conscripted to determine the necessary details and sort of help put together the story. And it's all rather a bore and rather. I'm sorry. Maybe it's not the right way to be talking about your husband because, but is there anything that's helpful that I should know? Maybe, that sort of thing. I'm not very good at this whole woman-to-woman chat, but, something that the men wouldn't understand.
Hmm. She thinks carefully, and she kind of just begins to kind of relay some of the some of the stuff that she knows. Right. She begins to kind of recount their getting on the train, how they kind of met all together as a group in Sharn, and how they were making their way to Fairhaven, so that Egan Backer could present his invention, his discovery, in order to gain access to this house. Right? He was excited for it, but she also kind of relays that she was not. He's been so absent these last couple of years, I would say, that she was always, as she stated, actually like the last 3 years, she feels neglected, and just kind of relays that to her. Give me we'll do a perception check real quick. Okay, looking at 13, right?
It is.
Alrighty. Yeah, so you kind of she's just kind of acting just a little bit kind of aloof, somewhat. And you don't really know if she's like this all the time, but she's just kind of, her hand motions, and she's just kind of floating. She's not really making eye contact with you, it seems a little bit strange. She goes on to relate that she married Egan 10 years ago. She fought in the war. He did not. And at first she was really interested she was very attracted to his ambition, but then it was just kind of draining. And she kind of talks about how he was very dejected by his rejection, having been rejected by the Baron of House Cannith South. Which kind of led to him taking smaller rejections very badly. He was a sensitive dude. She keeps kind of bringing the conversation back to Egan Backer a little bit. And then she says, he was blackmailing the train conductor.
Oh.
It was most dubious.
Well, I mean, train tickets aren't that aren't that cheap, It's awfully convenient, I'd say. But that's Orion's business, not mine.
Indeed.
So
she glances.
This
Go ahead.
invention, is it yours? You're all here as a group to go through it, to show it off? What? Doesn't seem the sort to keep acquaintances around if he can, get away with sneaking behind them, it seems.
I didn't know that his invention was aboard the train. I found out from the other investigators. And apparently it was found in Ricky Diggett's underwear, right? Which was a point of excitement.
Yeah, they didn't tell her that, did they?
You don't really have any. You have no record of them telling. You didn't really catch up what they told.
I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't about to mention that that's where it was found.
Right. She doesn't mention it, but she says,
Okay,
I'm told the other investigators found it. Yeah. And then, let me see here. She sees it, and she says, it seems all very strange, as Egan was already had been accepted into House Cannith West. But it is what it is, I suppose. I was asleep in my quarters. I had taken a sleeping potion last night. I didn't realize that Egan hadn't come back to his quarters, or hadn't come back to tell me goodnight. At times he does, at times he doesn't. Last night, he didn't.
No, that doesn't really clarify anything. So these sleeping potions of yours, is a regular thing? Is it left over? What's the deal?
She glances back towards the nightstand, and she says, "Only when I travel."
Of course, but I mean, what's the deal?
Mm-hmm. And as you look at the nightstand, you notice this huge gem sitting on the nightstand, and it kind of just has, it kind of glows a little bit here and there.
Does the gem look magic?
It looks kind of special. Yeah. I guess magic is something you might look. It kind of has like a radiance about it, just a bit.
So, you get on a train, and you take sleeping potion, and someone ends up dead, which that's that happens. But what's with the rock?
She seems delighted that you've asked about it. Her demeanor kind of changes, and her countenance just changes when the conversation shifts to this rock. Right? She explains this is a Lucidia stone. It causes lucid dreaming. Have you ever tried one before?
I should know what that is, I would think.
You might not. She says, no, perhaps you might not have heard of it. They're new.
And who generated them?
Oh, I'm not sure. We purchased it at a shop in Sharn. I'm sure it comes from someplace magical.
Well, yes, but I mean, is it Cannith? Is it... Doesn't seem Orion.
She says, I'm not sure. I Forgive me, I don't always ask the make and the model of my trinkets. Perhaps if you would examine it, you might know of its making. Perhaps you might be able to discern its origin.
Well, sure, why not?
Okay. She picks it up and she hands it to you. Okay, Fist, where's your character at?
She was in the front of the car interrogating the conductor. So
Okay.
She would be
Right.
coming back at any point after that
Okay.
happening.
Okay. All right. So as you step into that car, you notice into this passenger car.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the doors closed where Elsbeth was stepping into to talk to Tariana.
Right.
You notice the one known as Tramden, and he's looking very intently at the door.
At this door.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, angrily intently? Or nervous intently?
Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of intently. I wouldn't say he's like angry, like like someone not really anger, but just kind of watching it very intently. His eyes are closely on that door.
Mm.
He's very much aware of you entering the room. Okay.
Okay. I guess I will approach him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is something interesting happening in there?
And let's see. Not at all. I just came here for the view.
The view of the door.
You kind of and that's when he kind of exchanges his composure. He looks through the window, the view of the out the window, the countryside.
Hmm. And is that room currently occupied?
I don't believe so. I don't think there's anybody in that room at all.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, you bet.
Mm. 17.
All right. Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah. It's like, player knows he's lying, but
player knows he's lying, and now the character knows he's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you. I mean, in all your workings and all your training, you can tell when someone's kind of fabricating a story, or when it's show and tell, right? They're not telling you anything, but they're showing you all the things.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely, this individual is definitely lying.
All right. Do I see... I mean, Justice, Zylek, and Gilzaf are all in the dining car, right?
They are, yeah. Justice, I'm going to move your token off map real quick, if that's all right.
No, but yeah, that's fine.
What?
What if we hold whole bunch of stuff right now.
Just
Right.
drop them right on the track.
It just should be in the shadow there where you can't be seen just yet.
Who's this filler with the mustache that's getting twirled? Why does he have a rope and why is he tying me to these tracks? I don't understand.
Uh-oh. That right?
Someone paid for the full experience, huh?
Tie people with rope being tied to track. So, kind of a
Right.
either or.
So I'm gonna say, well, then you don't mind if I hang back here with you, do you?
All right. And as you ask that question, there's a shift just beneath your feet as you feel the train kind of like move, kind of like the brakes were hit, but you didn't hear any squeaking brakes or didn't hear any mechanisms on this light rail that would indicate a stop. There's a loud boom that comes from somewhere in the back of the train, maybe a few cars back. And Trandon just looks at you very intently and says, "I don't think that would be necessary. I'm certain there's nobody in that room. And I think maybe you are too."
Well, maybe I am waiting for the occupant of that room. And
Okay.
she's gonna stare very, pointedly at him.
Okay. Good. All right. Let's see. So with that, he kind of, at the notion of you just kind of standing and waiting, he seems to calm down a little bit. And he says, we'll wait together.
I'm a little concerned about that explosion, though.
Yeah, for sure. Was that heard from our position as well in the dining car?
Yeah. It was probably heard by just about everybody.
And has anybody seen Gilzaf in the last 5 minutes?
Well,
The dining car.
Where'd they go? Right?
No, he's in the dining. It was just a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And we can shift to the dining car if you guys like, and check in with what's happening there as well. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm there with my friend.
Yep. With Thermos. And then whoever else is in the dining car, go ahead and move tokens to that spot. Yeah, and you're all just kind of sitting there in conversation, and suddenly there's this quick, like a break, almost like somebody hit the brakes on the train or whatever, but that part was very silent. And then there was just this boom that came from somewhere in the back of the train.
Almost immediately after that boom, as if it was expected.
Yeah.
Gilzaf says, "I didn't do it."
Okay. Right. There you go.
That does
now
not
Gilzaf has a
inspire
bit of a good
confidence.
Listen, in loud
Certainly not.
moments happen, he always says he didn't do it. Because he's always doing it. Just not this time.
so, DM, when you say towards the back of the train, we're talking over here towards the right?
Yeah.
You said back. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start walking over and see if I can investigate where that sound came from.
Okay.
All right, I was
You
gonna
bet.
ask if you wanted company, but he just went off, and right, there he goes, walking out the door.
Yeah. Do you want to follow?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at Gilzaf.
Okay.
follow him.
And the dude who's here,
Thermos.
are you gonna stick around here when we come back?
He looks a little concerned about what just happened. He says, "I don't really have anywhere else to be. I can hang here for a while if you need."
Yeah, I'm. Hey, real quick before and follow them. Do you ride these things often?
Yeah. I mean, we often travel.
Okay, because
You
this
do
is like
by-
a twice a thing for me, and this isn't normal, is it?
No, something's up, I think.
Do you want to come with us?
He's like, looks back, and he kind of looks around, and he's like, okay.
I don't think that anybody should particularly be alone right now, is why I'm asking. And Justice will actually gesture for him to go.
Murder.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got it. So yeah, he'll pick up and head towards the back, going with Xylek goes up and Justice, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
While I'm walking towards the door, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to have the door leading into the next carriage to automatically open if it's unlocked.
Yep.
And we've got to pass through the car where we came from, right? Where we did the initial investigations.
No, the next car would be going through this door to the rear would be the galley car, which is like where where food is stored and cooked and prepared and all of that. Beyond that is second class, and beyond that is cargo.
Okay. Give me a moment to look up a spell just super fast, because I think I have this. I just want to make sure that I didn't make any stupid mistakes here.
And second class is where Justice spent the night, if you recall.
I do remember that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is me. I believe I've got Detect Magic. I'm pretty sure I've got Detect Magic.
I believe you.
Okay.
I don't know what I might have been on when I was making some of this, but I'm pretty sure I've got it. And if I don't, I apologize, and you can feel free to punish me. But Justice will go ahead and flick that up as they start to travel.
Okay.
As I recall, that's got 10 minutes of, look around and see magic time. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, are you going to cast that and see Detect Magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can hear what you're saying, but I will be right back. So.
Okay. You got it. All right. So moving towards the back of the car, bringing up, Detect Magic. Initially, you don't really detect anything that's out of the ordinary. I mean, there's Eberron is kind of a different environment. Low level magic is pretty commonplace. It's used for creating a lot of conveniences in life, climate control, communication, transportation, things like that, right? So Detect Magic always kind of comes back with a little bit of a baseline of that. There is, however, just a subtle bit of just a subtle peak of what might be abjuration magic, and but that's about all that comes back off of that. There's like a subtle signal hovering above the baseline.
I have been asked to provide a thumbs up on Justice's behalf.
Okay.
That was heard.
Excellent. All right.
I remembered just today that I even have the ability at all. Don't even worry about it. I know what my character does. I'm going to open a telepathic bond to include Justice and Xylek, because they happen to be here.
Okay.
Sorry to the other two.
Okay.
And just sort of send a hey, it's me. Just so that we're connected while we investigate this loud boom.
Okay. All right. And you have that cool
to speak to each other. You have to specifically send me something in order for me to hear. I do not hear your voice. Don't worry.
Justice Justice in response to that probe goes, don't like that.
Okay. All right. So it's a little bit, it's a mixture of feelings, right? A little bit. You remember that one time in like third grade when your buddy brought like a bunch of walkie-talkies and handed you one? And at one level it was like, hey, we can talk. And on the other level, it's like, we got to hide these from the teachers, right? and then that added with the idea of, I'm inside your head, right? I can hear thoughts. Nevertheless, it is there. Moving into the galley car. Okay. Stepping in, you kind of see this. The first thing that comes through is just there's smoke everywhere. It's kind of it's not like thick enough to hinder the vision or whatever, but the room is just kind of hazy with smoke. And then there's just this smell of just maybe burning chemicals or something like that. You see what looks like a fire emanating from this spot here.
I'm gonna pretty much run directly towards it to try and put out whatever fire is still flaring.
Okay.
I'm gonna help because being made of metal, although I'm sure I can actually be harmed by fire since I'm not resistant.
Yeah,
I feel like I would be a really great opportunity to help battle a fire.
All right.
Okay.
So, I don't have my character model on this screen.
If do you know how to get it up?
I can move it if you like.
Yes.
Or yeah, do you know how to do it? I can do that. Let's see here. Does anybody else need their tokens moved?
Yeah, I need mine moved.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Good. Copy and paste. There we go. And you should still have control over it. There you go. All right. So Justice, Gilzaf, Xylek, and Thermal's kind of trailing behind. Thermal's just kind of looking back and forth a little bit, kind of wondering what's going on. This looks like one of the main cooking mechanisms that was in the galley where food is prepared, and it's just kind of billowing with smoke.
If I can see any open flame, I can cast thaumaturgy to snuff it out.
Okay. So yeah, as you look in there, you pat it out with the metal, fitting straight. All right. Good. Yeah. Looking inside there, it looks like it's just been it just blew up from the inside out. The metal is kind of bent. The door was kind of blown open. All that stuff. The smoke is billowing up and it's triggering the security features of the train. And any minute now, there might be water hitting, and there might be something igniting to diminish the smoke.
I'll go over to one of the windows and open them up.
Okay.
Is there, because I know the level of tech is different, is there like a magical fire extinguisher or something?
There might be
some sort of OSHA regulated thing.
Right. I mean, there might be like that stuff is kind of commonplace. There might be like a safety mechanism, kind of like a thaumaturgy spell or whatever that will cease the smoke. But yeah, Xylek, as you open that window and you look out there, the next thing you notice, to open up that window, you notice the train has stopped moving. We're at a standstill, maybe a few miles outside of Fairhaven.
Guys, I don't have a good feeling about this. The train's supposed to be stopped.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get all the smoke and all of that stopped. So, I don't think any of this is lending a good feeling.
I open up the window and I turn around and I use my tail to waft out as much smoke as I can through the window.
Okay.
Can we make an investigation check for maybe things that were placed in the oven that should not have been there, that kind of thing, to determine whether or not this was a natural explosion or a engineered explosion? Cool.
Yeah, you bet. Have a look there.
Okay.
What's that?
This is a terrible skill for me.
That's why I'm assuming it.
No, you should do it. You should just do it. Please, for the love of God, do it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Um,
Justice, you look in there and it looks like someone maybe burnt a turkey or something. You're not sure. Maybe some biscuits.
And I got, is that a 13? Yes, 13 plus 7 is a dirty 20.
Okay.
And I got if it's investigation, I got a 19. If it's perception, I got a 26.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So the two of you kind of looked that over, and it looks like this this device was definitely sabotaged and rigged to explode. The turkey and biscuits that were within there were laden with some kind of an accelerant chemical, maybe. It ignited with whatever connects with this device to create a spark, and it just blew up everywhere. There is signs of an explosion all throughout. Go ahead.
I taste the turkey and biscuits to determine the chemical makeup of the explosive.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I won't be poisoned because I'm a machine.
Right. With a sense of taste.
And no sense of taste.
Okay.
I, in fact, do not need to eat.
Okay. But you can you detect the what's in the
No,
what's
I'm
in there?
imagining. I'm imagining. I go kind of like this. Tastes like explosive.
Right? You're pretty sure
Very
something's there. Right? Yep. But you look very very knowledgeable doing it. Right?
Yes.
You have them fooled for a bit. And it's pretty clear that something in there was rigged to explode. That was one mean turkey and biscuits.
I'm gonna look around. Does there seem to be anywhere else that might look suspicious? Like, is there like some wires sticking out of any of the food left on the counter? Any like sticking noises coming from anywhere else?
It was a pretty quick job. They didn't cover the tracks. Whatever happened here. And they just kind of quickly rigged this thing to explode so that it would set off the safety mechanisms in the train and essentially stop it. Let me see.
Any magic residue?
Abjuration magic. Slightly stronger
Still?
peak.
Okay.
Still, and then growing a little bit stronger. In fact, just a little bit more stronger. In fact, make a quick charisma saving throw.
Yay! All right. 1 second. Charisma, you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Never mind. Not good.
Okay.
It's a 10. It's
Okay.
a 10.
It's a 10.
Doing well.
Okay.
Oh, or a protection.
All right.
I'm a paladin, thank you.
Ship you up. Let me see. Sorry, 1 sec. Double check notes. Okay. All right. So you begin to. It is a fail on that charisma saving throw. You begin to just kind of fall limp. You just kind of your consciousness just kind of you just kind of drift out of awareness. And then let me see, Gilzap and Xylek. You see Justice just kind of go quiet. And as you turn around and you look, and Thermos is on the floor, unconscious.
I am going to immediately go to the person on the floor and check for a pulse.
Okay.
I will do the same for Justice, but I'm going to put my. Can I do like a medicine check to see if they're like below any sort of hit points, or if they seem like damaged at all, or if they've just passed out?
Actually, I'm dead, thank you.
Right. Well, Justice is still standing, just kind of gone blank.
Oh.
Thermos is on the floor, unconscious. Justice is just kind of quiet, and Justice inwardly, you just kind of have your conscious is just kind of blank.
Then yeah, I'd like to do a medicine check to see what could be affecting Justice.
Okay.
Going to be a
So-
21.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Whisper, whisper. Hopefully that's communicated correctly. Yeah, Xylic doing a medicine check on who?
Justice.
Okay, on Justice. Justice is just kind of standing there at the moment, kind of blank. Medicine check.
There's a 20.
Yeah, Justice is breathing pretty normally. Just breathing normally, just kind of standing there with a brain, looking straight ahead. And there's maybe just kind of a hint of anger kind of rising up within Justice.
Okay.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah.
My internet's a little slow, so.
Okay. Yeah. So Justice doesn't.
But if I can do a thing, let me know.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Grab my warhammer.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I'd like to swing it at somebody, if that's okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are you swinging it at? That better not be
Okay.
cute.
Justice quickly reaches
That's a
around.
really good question.
Mhm.
I'm gonna swing it at the little guy.
Okay.
It's because I
All right.
Yeah.
cards.
That's exactly it. I am going to take my warhammer. I am going to hold it with both hands. I am going to swing it at the little creature. Sorry,
Okay.
little creature. Does a
Hands.
16 hit you?
A 16 does not hit me.
Well, an attempt was made.
All right. So a couple things that you notice. A couple things you quickly notice. Xylic, as you're doing this medicine check, Justice moves with absolute lightning speed, grabbing the warhammer. How long have you all worked together? How well do you know each other? Have you seen each other in combat at all before?
We don't.
Okay.
Nope.
I wouldn't.
We had contact with Justice on like a purely like merchant, like grower kind of basis, but like that was
Okay.
years ago. So
Right.
that's it.
Right. Okay. All right. You got it. Justice's movements are different. You know how people just kind of have like a mannerism and they move a certain way, I guess? Sometimes they're easy to imitate. Sometimes they just have a subtlety about it that you just like, that's that one person because that's their walk. That's their mannerism, right? Completely different. Justice is, in the way in the way that she finds balance and holds the weapon and hefts it, everything is just a little different. She immediately raises the hammer and swings to try and take out Gilzath. Misses. It smashes into the floor.
I'm gonna turn around away from my hand being, or not my hand, but like a couple of my clampy fingers in Thermal's ear because I don't know where a pulse is. I'm not a human. And I turn around and I notice the warhammer. And I look up at Thermos and I go, are you okay? I'm gonna say that both with my mouth and also my mind.
With my
Okay.
mouth.
Okay. Right on. Yeah, that telepathic link that you had established with Justice is gone. It's just it's an empty signal on the other side.
White noise.
I would like, if possible, I would like to cast Hold Person on Justice.
Okay. You got it. Tell me how Hold Person works real quick.
They need to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC.
Oh, I do have 2 attacks. Crap. Sorry.
Okay. We can back up real quick, but let's look at Hold Person just real quick.
Yeah.
So it's a Wisdom saving throw. My DC is 16.
Oh, Hold Person. Sorry, I thought you said Whole Person. I thought you were going to try and make make Justice whole again. But
Oh,
okay,
no,
whole
no.
person. I got it.
The whole
You got it.
Justice-
Wisdom saving
right.
throw, DC 16.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Ben.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Might not
yeah.
be the smartest cookie in the tool shed, but he does know how to use all the tools in the cookie
Yeah.
shed.
Right.
So
There
that
you go.
definitely passes.
He's a soldier.
Oh,
Mhm,
Alright.
mhm.
Okay.
yep. So
Okay.
he resists my spell.
Okay. So yeah, Justice, and you can kind of see this as as you cast it. He just kind of glares and sees it coming. And Justice, you feel that coming in, but your character just withstands. Let me see. You quickly move on with that. I'll give you that second attack before we move to what's going on in the other train car. Go ahead and run that. What you'd like to do?
Cool. Do I have to make it against the same person?
You don't have to. You have control of those actions.
You can say yes, but if not, I'm gonna attach it to
Yeah,
the one who tried
it's
to
up to
poison
you.
me. So
It's up to you. You have your orders.
yeah, I'm gonna try and yeah, I know what I've got. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna attack the lizard man. Then I'm not gonna attack the lizard man. Rather, I'm going to attack, but I'm going to fail to hit the lizard man.
Okay. All right. Once again, like an acrobat, lifting that hammer, it swings through the air at you, Xylek. Your lightning reflexes kick in immediately with whatever is happening. You get out of the way, just barely missing a devastating attack, and it smashes against the bulkhead of the oven right behind you.
Buddy.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Let me see. Okay, moving back to the other train car. Unless anybody in this car has anything they want to do, just real quick before we see what's going on in the other car.
I could cast thaumaturgy as a cantrip and bolster my voice so it booms up to 3 times as loud. And
Okay.
I'll yell out, "We need help over here!"
All right.
Did not make a telepathic
Okay.
with anybody else. Just you two.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, you got it. So yeah, casting that spell, you cry out, "We need help over here." It echoes throughout the train chamber, and you're pretty confident it would likely have been heard beyond. Moving back to first class, where we have Elspeth interrogating Tiriana and Fist speaking with Tramden. Let's see. So yeah, in the room, in the cabin, Tariana hands you this beautiful gem, and as you take it in your hands, Elspeth, it just kind of has this kind of soothing effect. You just kind of feel like, you feel ready to take a nap a little bit. Kind of like it feels a little like 2:30 in the afternoon on a day when you had to get up at 5 a.m. You're just like, I could nap right now, and it feels kind of soothing. And this woman, Tariana, is kind of looking at you kind of eagerly. And she begins to explain that it causes lucid dreams. It allows you to, take control of what you dream about and what you wish to do in your dreams.
I would very much like to not be feeling drowsy about this.
Okay.
Do I need to do something specifically to feel less drowsy about it?
The effect came about when you took it into your hands.
Is there anything? Okay, so I could just theoretically just put it down.
You could, yeah. You're thinking maybe if you sever contact with it, if you don't touch it.
Okay. Will she take it back? Can I just hand it back? Or no? I want to put it down. There's a nightstand, right? So I'd like to put it down on the nightstand, and then while breaking contact, I would like to sort of probe it probe at its magic.
Okay. You bet. Yeah, the moment you sever the contact, the moment you begin to not feel so not feel so drowsy. That feeling just kind of leaves you. You feel your energy that you had the one before return to you. And she begins to kind of ask what's wrong. That's when you notice outside. That's when you feel the train jolt, and you look out, and it looks like you've all stopped moving. Shortly thereafter, you hear this, "We need help."
Okay. A couple things.
Uh-huh.
Now let's see. How am I going to do this? How is she looking about this sudden jolt to the train?
She's just kind of standing there. She looks a little confused. She doesn't really know what's going on.
Did the stone happen to roll off the nightstand or whatever?
It slid a little bit. It didn't roll completely off.
Okay, I would like to do that to push it off, but make it look like it's part of the train coming to a stop.
Okay. Sure. Maybe a quick sleight of hand. Okay. It's not real hard. It's a little bit clumsy, but it's pretty close to that middle of the road. Just kind of making it look like a little bit of an accident, like it kind of making the movements kind of blend with the motion of the train as it falls and hits the ground. Tiriana quickly moves to pick it up.
It doesn't break.
It does not break. Okay. She picks it up, carrying it in her hands. She turns to look at you as if to try and offer it to you again. And there's that call from the back of the train. "We need help back here." Fist, and I'll kind of, even though you guys are in different rooms, I kind of loop you into one group. So yeah, feel free to jump in if you want to do something. Fist, just kind of talking, having this kind of awkward conversation with Trend, and you feel that jolt. The train draws to a halt. And Trandon's looking a little bit nervous and looks back, and that's when you hear the call for help coming from the back of the train.
Is this your doing?
Okay. And let's see. My doing. I'm here. How would I know what's going on?
Yeah, I'd like to roll an insight.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, quick insight check.
18.
All right. Yeah, he's hiding something. He's not being real forthright. He doesn't appear to be being acting real sincere. In fact, his whole demeanor is just kind of off quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm going to just punch him in the face.
Okay. He's obviously doing something, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And at this point, she's like, I have no time for this.
Unarmed strike. Fire away.
Yeah. Do I have two? No, I don't have two unarmed strikes yet. Alright. Oof. That was only a 10.
Okay. All right. It is a hit.
It is a hit. Okay.
It is a hit.
Oof. For only 4 damage.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Did you have more?
I'm contemplating whether or not I want a flurry of blows him.
Okay, you got it. All right.
You don't need.
Mhm.
I forgot. Sorry.
What's up?
Okay.
You're multi-classed, so that's why.
Yeah.
I assumed you had a
Right.
second attack because of level 6.
Nah.
Well, with a monk, I don't know what level of monk you need to be, but if you make a or unarmed attack for your
you're
attack action, you can make an unarmed attack as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, I do have that. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna double deck
So-
him then.
All right. So crack, and then reel around and crack. Go
All
ahead and
right.
go ahead
That'll
and
be
run with the second one.
that'll be a 12 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
There we go. That's better for 8 damage. And all
Okay.
of this is non-lethal.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so your hits land. You quickly, and obviously this guy's obviously lying. He's not being straight with you. He just smells criminal. Something's going on. You close the gap, crack him in the face, reeling about with your monk training, and striking him again. He reels from the blow, but usually when you hit somebody, a normal creature, there's a reaction there. Especially if it's a surprise when it came out of nowhere, as you did. He's not reacting to that. He's not reacting to the pain. He's not reacting to it. Doesn't it hurts when you get hit, right?
Yeah.
He's not showing that at all. He's taking the damage. You see the blood trickling from his nose. You see that. You can feel his flesh kind of breaking beneath your blows, but he's just acting like it's not hurting, not facing him at all.
Okay, cool.
He moves into a defensive position, drawing a weapon. Let's see. Elsbeth, back in that room, you hear a commotion just outside. Something that just sound like.
DM, can we actually take a break for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I'd sent you a DM. B's trying to get her internet to function, so we can just take
I'm on, but I can't go on video. This is not going to happen. I can't play and be on video because my internet will just crawl at that point.
Okay.
Okay. No
Do
problem.
you not need it?
Yeah,
you not want a break then to try a restart or something?
It's not going to work. It happens every single Wednesday. I don't know what it is. I might just have to move locations. But with that said, it is going to screw up the stream. Sorry, y'all, on the stream.
Okay.
So with that said, I don't know if we want to take a break just to give Beluga a chance to finagle it with it.
Yeah, we can do that. We can take a quick. We'll be back in 5. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's fine.
5's
Okay
good
for me.
Alrighty.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, not your fault.
Another thing we could try too is I have to I can't necessarily run a game on Wi-Fi because my internet is pretty patchy as well. So what I usually do is I just run my my communications with you guys, with y'all through my iPad, which is on my data plan. So if anybody has a smartphone, if you have a smartphone, you might be able to connect using Discord on your phone. Set that up as a camera, but that's up to you.
If it's all the same, I wouldn't right now.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
But we can try it again, next time we play or something like that. Because I've been trying to figure out a good solution for this.
Okay. Yeah.
You're just calling me every once in a while, and I can tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and it was hard for me for a long time. I had to figure out I had to get a stand and stuff like that, and make sure everything's at the right level and stuff like that. So.
All right, I will transition us over, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Sure. I think I'll grab a quick snack.
muted the wrong mic. Alright, no idea why messages are being deleted. You guys
It
are
was
just
me.
gonna watch me edit this because for some reason it didn't want me editing it in the other viewer. So
Jason is just on the train, just
Yeah.
on top of it. Nobody can hear, but my cat is very, very demanding of dinner right now.
I want to hear your cat be very demanding of dinner. Show me the cat.
See? Come here.
alright.
I'll give
I'm
you
only
food.
used to the tiny Chihuahua type dog, so I want to see the cat.
What?
Cat! Oh, hello, kitty cat.
She's a precious
Oh,
She's been her parents never feed her ever. Starving.
black cats are my favorite.
I mean, I'm biased, but yes. You're the cutest.
The cutie. Emmy, do you want to see a cute cat? There was a cute black
That's
cat.
gone now.
Oh, yeah, cat's gone. Oh, there's a cat. See the cat?
Yeah, cat just blends
What do you
in
think,
with my
Miss?
shirt.
Cute. You got the child seal of approval.
Orange boy.
Oh! Ginger buddy. Oh.
I love them.
If you were explaining anything about him, Jason, you're still muted.
Sorry about that.
This is fine. It looked like you were referencing him, though, so.
Yeah, I was telling his life story, and I had gotten into his 4th year of life.
He's only 3 years old, isn't he?
He's like, he's more than 21, so yeah, he'll be 3 this spring.
Cute.
Yep.
Cats are ancient.
What?
No,
Scott?
my cat is ancient.
Your cat is ancient.
This cat is, how old are you now, Sissy? 14?
Yeah, Tiny, I think, is also 14 or 15.
15.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's an old lady.
How old she is.
Mhm.
She's not quite like ancient, but she's getting up there.
She might be
Rhea is,
15 in a couple months.
She acts like she's 90, though.
It depends on how accurately they aged her when she arrived at the shelter.
That's true.
Well, I got my cat 12 years ago. She was already in a cat.
As opposed to
A dog.
Not
a turtle.
I don't know. So she's at least 12 years old, but possibly like 13 or 14. Because I don't know how old she was at the...
Ours was Tiny was allegedly 8 months when we got her, and it was 14 years ago. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our last cat was a rescue, and it was kind of nice because he had seen some crap, so he was never really interested at all in the outside world. He never tried to get out of the house. This one is a little escape artist.
Lizzie gets like interested in the outside because like her brothers, the dogs, go outside to go potty, or like when I lived with roommates who had an indoor-outdoor cat, the indoor-outdoor cat would go outside. So she was like, what's out there? But the couple of times she has gotten out, she's been like, this was a mistake.
Yeah, this one just gets more and more bold every time he sneaks out. And one time he got out for like the afternoon, like we couldn't find him, and like Carrie sent me a picture about an hour later of him like halfway up a tree. And he's like, there's our cat. So we got a little collar that says indoor. It has a little pendant on it, says indoor cat, call my mom. It's got Carrie's number.
I don't think Tiny's managed to make it outside. She sniffs around at the doorway and then she's like, nope.
She has stared at an open door and just like, no, that's not where I'm going.
Right. Yeah, that would be nice. We have to be hyper vigilant about any openings in our house.
I have to be hyper vigilant about people being around my dog because he hates people.
Same dog.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like same. So like it's not that hard because I'm not around anymore. It's okay. It was just a little
Hey, B,
whack.
Hey, Scott?
how much more of this bottle are you going to drink?
I don't know. Probably not much more. Why?
You should probably figure out how much more you're going to drink because it's down here near me.
You had a bunch of the grape cider, though.
I'm well aware, but that was a very small bottle.
Can't double dip.
That was like
Save
a
me some.
375.
But I have most of my glass still. I'll be fine. You can. We need to conserve. We were only there on Sunday, dude.
We're going to get a shipment in April, so we're good.
We joined a cider club.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Right
I
on.
like that a lot.
Scott found a Twitter thread of this dude going off about Apple, incorrect Apple information on the internet, and this. Oh, there's the animal I'm used to. So yes, we ended up visiting this man's cidery in Mokelumne Hill, California. Which, if you've ever thought I've never heard of that place before, that's accurate. We hadn't either.
It is not a large place. It is, in fact, the opposite of a large place.
Yeah, but does it have a population of more than 3? Because I went to a place with a population of 3.
Where was that? And do they have any houses for sale? Oh. Oh.
Right?
Did you say more than 3?
Yeah.
Only barely.
Ha!
Hmm.
It's like right up on the edge of the Sierras. It's really pretty out there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want this whole D&D group to move to Oregon.
Probably.
We're
not
one
gonna
state
happen.
over. That's close-ish, right?
Getting there.
It's a day's drive.
It is. Yeah.
It's a long day, but it's a day.
If we meet halfway in the middle, that would be like Northern California probably. Since California is considerably longer than Oregon.
Yeah.
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 So we can see the redwoods.
They are very pretty
right.
redwoods.
California is one of the longer states, it's true.
You know, it always blows my mind that you can be in California, take a 2, 3, 4 hour plane flight, 4 or 5 hour flight, and still be in California. That blows my mind sometimes.
It's a big state.
Today is the 21st.
21st.
When I lived in Florida, it was always like if I wanted to visit somewhere outside of Florida by car, I would have to spend an entire day driving through Florida.
Horrible
to get out of
state.
Florida.
Yeah.
Awful state. It's not that bad. You
It's
were in
just
what though?
shaped so poorly.
Tampa, right?
Yeah, the penis of the penis.
Yeah, no. I know. I lived in Sarasota for a few years. I know. Yeah, I was gonna say that's just far south enough that it's kind of a haul even to like Valdosta and the other parts of Georgia. And there's nothing in Valdosta.
Yeah, it was like a solid 8-hour drive to visit my family in South Carolina, which is like driving through the shortest amount of Georgia ever.
Yeah.
Nice.
It
You are
was
not muted.
8
Can you hear me?
hours solid from like a little south of Gainesville into Atlanta proper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that's because you have to take 95 question mark. It's
That
been
sounds accurate.
a few years.
95 is one of those Florida roads.
75 will take you up to like Ohio, but
Yeah.
It's true, it'll go through Louisville.
And 95 goes up like the coast, I think.
yeah, I've taken it all the way up to Maine. It was fun.
Was it the main attraction?
Even gonna dignify that with a response.
But you got Alex, right?
I might have killed Falcon. I apologize.
He missed my railroading pun earlier.
No, that was more of Mel's iconic weird noises she makes.
Whenever Dan tells a pun or someone tells a pun, my fake laugh.
Alright.
Alright, we are good to get back.
You dive back in?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Captain?
Hey, B. Oh, no, you're there.
I'm here.
I was looking in Roll20 and someone was missing, but it's not you at all.
Is it me?
It's Gilzak.
Yeah. It is you.
Did it kick me off?
Is it your camera position? On mine, you're sitting a little to the left.
Yeah, sorry. On the YouTube, I'm probably just a little bit off to the left. No, I refreshed Roll20. Should be back on there.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay.
It probably kicked me off because I wasn't like on the screen.
Right on. Okay. You guys want to go till 7:30 / 10:30?
Yeah, that's
tonight?
fine.
That's fine.
All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm ready when you guys are.
Go for it.
I'm good.
Okay. Are we live now?
Yeah, we've been live the whole time because
Oh, that's right.
I
forgot.
it wouldn't
Okay.
let me edit. Like, it was giving me a really hard time editing in the multi camera viewer where I could have the away screen up while seeing our screen.
You couldn't edit.
So I'm like,
Awkward.
just you guys are gonna have to
Yeah.
watch me make the edits. It's fine.
Right on. I'm just glad I didn't talk about something like embarrassing off camera. Yeah.
Totally fucking bad about chat.
This rash is killing me. These corns, let me tell you.
Yeah. Gotta get
Yeah,
my
all right.
preparation H cream.
Get the cream. Where's the Geritol? Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Welcome back. I guess we've been here the whole time, so welcome us back. Welcome me back to figuring out what the heck's going on. Fist just 1-2 Tramden. Noticing he's not reacting to the pain. Elsbeth, you hear a commotion just outside the room.
And this woman just keeps trying to hand me that damn rock, doesn't she?
Yeah, right now she's just kind of holding it, looking at you, kind of like you're a little confused at what's going on.
And so I hear this commotion outside, and the train seems to be stopping.
Correct.
And this woman is
Oh, this is an absolute nuisance. And I am going to, since she's holding it, is she holding it with both hands?
She is. She's kind of like cradling it in her hand like that.
Perfect. So I am going to hook an elbow through hers and just sort of walk toward the door and be like, "Oh, we've got to go out here. This is not supposed to be happening. Let's come on with me, and we're going to go chat with the conductor."
Okay.
And I am going to drag her with me unless she pulls away, I guess.
Okay. All right, you got it.
And if that's all good, then when we open the door, what fun scene do we see?
Yeah. So Tiriana is obviously confused. She's just kind of like, wait, what? And just kind of going with it at the moment. You open the door and you see Fist engaged in what appears to be a hand-to-hand combat with Tramden. Tramden's face is just by now the lower part is just covered in blood because Fist just pelted it twice with her fist of the monk style. And
so Fist is fighting someone, right?
Yep.
Would you call that a fist fight?
Ooh,
Ugh.
just a little bit, right?
Fist is fighting with her fists, is what she do.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and that is the scene you behold, Elsbeth. And Trendon is coming out with what looks like a very large looking, fancy looking blade. One-handed, maybe maybe a short sword or a large knife.
Whoa.
And that is what you behold.
Elspeth's whole input to that situation is, do you need any assistance there?
This is what I do for a living.
Sounds excellent. And she will continue to haul Tariana off with her to meet with the conductor.
Okay. You got it. All right. Poking your head into where the conductor is. Let me see. Okay, so you step in there, opening up the train car. There we go. Opening up the train car, you look into the train, into the engine room, and you see the conductor, and he's just kind of slumped over his equipment. There's a stream of blood running down the equipment. He's not responsive. He's not moving.
Is he alive?
Hard to tell from where you're standing.
I
You might wanna
didn't
move
do
in-
it.
move in and check.
Fingers in his ears.
I, in fact, will check, but carting someone along with me who is still trying to hand me this big rock.
Okay.
I didn't do this, okay?
Look, don't worry about it.
He's
it's fine.
dead
I'm
after
sure
I
it's
left
normal.
the room.
Actually, and while I'm on the walk over to him, that elemental is still in there, right?
It is.
I speak whatever elementals speak. I speak primordial.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask it, hey, are you stopped for a reason, or did you see what happened?
Okay. All right. That speaks back, and basically, the safety mechanisms that are on board this light rail have activated, causing all connection to its like mobile mechanisms, its little anti-grav pods or whatever, or its anti-grav magic nacelles, have stopped, have ceased.
And is that a controls issue, or does it even know?
It has some awareness of how it all works, but basically it's like a safety feature that in the event of a fire, the train stops.
So it's automatic. It's not something that the conductor did?
No, it doesn't appear to be. It seems like the safety features. It seems like the sensors about the train sent a signal to whatever magical / electrical mechanisms control that, and just stopped it because fire, apparently.
Is this guy alive?
He doesn't appear to be alive at all.
So upon checking, he in fact does not appear to be. Would you like a medicine check, or is it obvious?
It looks pretty obvious he's dead. I mean, you can run a medicine check, try to figure out what happened.
Imagining you're like, I wonder if this guy's dead. Is it obvious or not? And his head is all the way over there.
Look, I just need to know if I'm wasting a spell slot to try and bring his dumb ass back, okay?
Sure. Let me see. Medicine check off of a 5. He's not responsive. There's blood everywhere. You're not sure exactly what happened. I don't know. Maybe he hit his head. Maybe he choked on a donut. Hard to say.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
But you think he's dead. You're just having a real hard time figuring out what happened.
Oh, for the love of bleeding. You, and she's just going to point to the element. Do you want to go now? Did you see anything that happened in here? Can you sort of tell me what's going on? This is still in what primordial? Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The to the element.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It speaks back. It just described that his neck was crushed. Didn't really see what happened, but just the sides of his neck just caved in towards each other.
That's decidedly not normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God. And Elspeth is going to continue dragging this woman back to see what Fist is up to yet.
Okay, you bet. All right. Moving back, you see Fist continuing to be engaged in a ruckus with I keep forgetting to move players to move the view to these trains, to these train cars. Light so. There we go. Fist is just going to continue to be locked in combat with Tramden. Tramden is coming out with a blade and is about to strike.
You got a blade to a fist fight.
Ha ha. Right. Okay. Figure out what happens next. Let's break to the other car towards the back of the train, where y'all are in combat. In the galley. Here we go. Justice has just tried to take a hammer to the two of you.
Yep.
Okay. And then we can, let's see.
I can't really do it as a bonus action, so I'll have to do it as an action. Darn.
Okay. Right.
Investigate.
Investigate.
But can I like tell if this is like Justice going crazy and like not knowing who he's hitting, or does it look like he knows what he's
been crazy?
Yeah. Yep.
Or if he just has vendetta against the two of us that has finally boiled to the surface.
Yeah, let's see how it works. Let's do a quick active perception check.
This will be an action since unfortunately
Okay.
I'm not an investigative rogue.
Okay. We should actually, we'll move into combat right after you do this.
Okay, so it's a perception. So 4. It's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure what's going on. It's happening fast. It's lightning. What you do know is that Justice is moving with just absolute lightning speed.
I'm going to say,
faster than you've seen
what's
Justice move. Mm-hmm. Right.
Those words out loud.
You're like, yep, right? I don't know what's happening. On a scale of 1 to 20, I know approximately 4. Right? Which reduces to 2 out of 10. You have a 20% amount of knowledge, right? Or 1 in 5.
That's something a robot would say. 20%.
Right? That would work.
There's a 20% statistical chance that I know what is happening.
Right? So we can do is get you guys on the train sequence. This is obviously combat. If y'all want to quickly roll for initiative.
Ooh, can I do that on my character? Myself. Oh, I gotta click my character.
Nice.
Pro tip: it's a good idea to click your token before you hit roll for initiative.
There it is. That's true.
Do it right? I did it. And that is an accurate number, because
Okay.
the character is accurate on Roll20 this time.
Right.
Not from
Okay. Yeah, you got it. And Zylek, what was your initiative?
22 as well.
Okay.
How do I roll?
Yeah, let's have the two of you roll one more time. Gilsaf and Zylek.
I got a 10 on the dice.
So, there you go.
There it is.
Okay. And then, Zylek, what was your second roll?
Oh, roll a second initiative?
Yeah, so because you and Gilzap both got 22.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Only an 8.
Okay. All right, that'll put Gilzap right ahead of you. I'll set you at a 21. And organize
You don't
y'all
have
in
dex tiebreakers? Or do you both have the same deck?
Oh, they might not be enabled for this game. I don't know.
They rolled. I think they rolled on the table, right?
Well,
I
normally,
on my character.
Rolled on the 20.
yeah,
Okay.
normally it's just the higher dex goes on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
automatically go in and check that box on the settings because I'm just like that.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we do that going forward? We'll go with this for now, but if you want to show me a little later on where that box is, then we'll run that next time. All right, good. Thermos is completely unconscious. We'll move to Justice. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say you got to do it the other way.
Right. There you go. Gilzap. What will you do?
I'll take that perception check as my action.
Okay.
So for my bonus action, I will do nothing because I don't actually have. No, I will do something because I'm a thief. I can dodge as a bonus action, right? That's a thing. That's a thing that thieves can do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Cunning
do that.
action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then dodge in front of Theramos, like in a sort of in front of his body way.
You said that
Okay.
you're a thief. That's your subclass?
Yeah. No.
Do you have any item?
My subclass is soul knife. I just meant thief,
okay.
Oh, so you're a rogue with fast hands.
Okay. I thought you were
Mhm.
a thief. I was like, oh, okay. I know what that one is, but
soul knife.
can't help you
That's
with
why
the
I don't
knife.
have weapons on me. My weapons are my mind.
Yeah, you're basically Psylocke.
Mhm.
But with more clothes somehow.
It's not too hard for that.
X-Men joke. Don't mind us.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, you got it. Xylic. What we do?
All right. I am going to cast Command on Justice.
Mhm.
It's another Wisdom saving throw, 16. And
All right.
my word of choice is going to be surrender.
Oh. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure that I don't have anything. I have my aura of protection. But that's not going to help me.
Your aura
yeah.
protection's already added into your saving throw.
No, I know. That's why I said that's not going to help me. I'm not reduced to 0 hit points. And I haven't hit anybody. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I guess that's what I'm doing.
So, kind of up to DM's interpretation. My intention from this word of power is surrender. So, meaning like drop your weapons, go like prone on the floor, or like just completely surrender.
Okay.
And allow us a chance to either bind him or do something. Give us like a kind of a free round of action.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, we can kind of pause combat at that point off of that failed save. Justice, you are. It's like answering to multiple bosses at the moment, unfortunately, right?
Multiple
you are under
priorities.
Yes, indeed. Presently you are under the power of this word of command, and you are to surrender. You can kind of
which is stronger.
There.
Which voice is stronger, I should say?
Presently, you can feel the spell right now, and but that's you get a sense that might be fleeting.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I was going to say, in any case, then, I mean, if I'm being told to surrender, I'm not in my right mind right now. So I will lay down my arms.
Okay.
I would make my hands into handcuffs because they're clamps. Except I have like 9 strength, so that grapple would not actually work. Clamps.
Okay.
I'll druidcraft. Oh wait, no, I don't have druid. Oh, idiot! Why didn't I take that one? Well, I have length of rope, so I'll
Okay.
take
Mhm.
rope and I'll basically hog tie Justice.
Okay.
Hands behind the back. Bind the hands. Bind the feet. Bind the feet to the hands. And remove all weaponry.
Okay. All right. So you spend a moment doing that. Let's see here. While that's going on, let me see. Okay. Justice, you get this sense of absolute disdain. Somebody is absolutely disgusted with you, and your ability to fend off such things. You
That wouldn't be the
slowly
first
feel
time.
you slowly feel yourself kind of coming back awake, and you wake up and you see finishing up this enormous knot of these bindings on you. As you are bound, you cannot move your arms freely. Your weapons
Hey,
are
man.
on the floor.
What the hell? You're just going to hear.
I don't know if you were still present up there or not, but
What are you talking about? I've been present this entire... And at that point, I would like to stop and take stock of my surroundings and then go, oh.
yeah,
Maybe I was slightly less present than I had initially thought that I was.
Okay.
Something took over you. You started attacking Gilzaf and I.
Was
I
not
tried
very
my
nice.
best to keep you unharmed, but it's the best I can manage.
Think that this has anything to do, he's going to say, having this conversation while tied up, I'd like to point out, like, so strained slightly, but you think this has anything to do with that whole business which shunted you out of your dog form?
Most likely. There's a lot of things going on right now. The strange interruption of the train schedule, the sabotage of the oven and smoke and fire. This guy just completely passed out.
I'm sorry. I think you all are very nice. I think that this would be great, but can you untie me?
Gilzaf, what do you think? Should we trust Justice after what just happened? Should we leave him detained?
I'm going to probe again to see. I mean, the connection was probably severed, like severed. So like I'd have to recast the spell, but see if I still have a connection there, like if it was just suppressed. And then roll an insight on Justice's previous, like the conversation we were just having, to see if he seems genuine about everything.
Okay.
Before answering, and my insight is
Okay.
Hey, y'all might want to
insight?
turn around like right now.
Okay. Quick pause. What was your roll on your insight?
17.
17. Okay. Yeah. Justice is back to his normal self.
Okay.
You hear a little bit of a ruckus right behind you, and you hear Justice. So you all might want to turn around right now. You turn around. Theramos is on his feet. He's got a weapon in his hand. You're not sure exactly what, but he's about to strike. I'll re-enter combat right after Zylek's turn. Justice,
Can't do anything. I'm hogtied.
Damn it.
Are you still tied up?
No,
Uh-oh.
we,
Can I try and
we
break-
haven't untied
Can I
him.
try and Hulk out here? Like, if I can try and Hulk out, that would be amazing.
Headbutt.
I'll do it. I'll do it. You want an athletics? I'll do an athletics check.
If that's what you like, whatever you can do with your hands tied.
Whatever. I'm a
He's
6
moving
foot,
in.
like, whatever of strap and half orc here. Let's. Oh my god!
Woo! A 24.
There you go.
Okay. Justice. The head, the hardness of your head comes through quite well today. You see Thermos lunging towards Gilzaf with a weapon of some kind. You immediately are able to lean forward and crack him right in the head. There is a massive indenture of these weird goggles that he's wearing going straight into his face. You can feel them kind of compact. He lets out this awful Skeletor noise, like "Ah!" and quickly falls to the ground. That was a massive hit. He is prone.
I technically have 2 attacks. Can I roll and try and, I guess...
Yeah. You gotta hop and stomp.
Make like unarmed strikes,
Stomp, but
right?
like,
Yeah.
you know... Yeah, basically, like, if I can try and just, you know...
What are you
whilst-
gonna do? Do the worm on him?
Damn right I am! And I'm about to roll
With this-
for it. What do
with
you
these
want here?
rolls? Yeah, go to it.
Is this an attack? What is this?
Yeah, I let's go with a
Style?
what is it you're doing?
Yeah, basically, he's not a small boy, Justice, that is. He's basically trying to, like, combination roll, do the worm over to him so he can grapple him and get him to the floor. Right, and
Okay.
keep him on the floor. You know, kind of 1, 2, 3, you're out wrestling move, you know?
Sure. Okay. He's not a very big guy, and he's currently reeling in pain because this massive. Actually, he's actually kind of not really reacting to the pain. My bad, keeping continuity, but he's having a hard time seeing right now because you mashed his goggles like maybe about half an inch into his face.
I will roll another athletics. Again, I'm happy to non-traditionally attack.
Yeah, go for it. It's good enough in this situation. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and I'll let you describe what you're doing there.
So I am going to assume that his first salvo, by salvo I mean a really awkward combination of the worm and just throwing himself and relying on straight up momentum to get him through will, you know, knock the wind out of him, and then he'd like to finish sort of like knocking him to his feet and rolling on top of him like in a wrestling move.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah. All right. He's subdued. You're able to maneuver as you would, and he's just kind of not moving at the moment.
Okay, you don't really need to untie me immediately, although I would really much appreciate it if you did soon. He's just gonna say from the floor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Untying Justice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and unbind the ropes.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
All right.
All right.
So whatever
Sad.
took you over seems to have passed on to this fellow.
I'm sad about the fellow. He's my friend. breathing?
Right.
I'll go ahead and start. Like, he's not dead, is he?
No, he's just kind of figuring out a way to. He's trying to see through the blood and just the mess that was made on his face.
I'll go ahead and transfer over the bindings over to him instead. Then.
Okay.
How do I know?
Yeah, he will struggle. Give me a. We'll run a quick. We can do athletics or not athletics.
He is being pinned. I'd like to point this out.
He's pinned. Okay. Yeah, let's just do. But you kind of got to maneuver a little bit because he's trying to wiggle here and there.
Okay.
Let's do just a straight dexterity with advantage since it's pinned.
All right. right. Advantage. Ooh. It's a 10 total for advantage.
Okay. All right. So you're kind of trying to gauge. You're not certain about like how strong this individual is supposed to be, but he seems freakishly strong for his size. Moving through, but you're able to kind of maneuver through and stuff down. You do have to try a little harder than you thought you would have had to bind him, but you eventually get him tied up and unable to move.
I'm gonna be talking to him while that's happening and saying,
Mhm.
"Now, Theramos, we're trying to help you. Let us help you so that we don't have to hurt you. You're still my friend, and I still care about you. But we don't want to hurt you, but we just have to put you up so that you don't harm anybody or yourself or whatever."
Yeah. All right. All right. He begins speaking something. He's not happy about being tied up, and he's going to use whatever faculties, whatever he has, to help himself or get himself out of that situation. He appears to be casting a spell.
Um,
You have a very short time
Punch
to
him in the
react.
mouth. Punch him in the
Okay.
mouth.
Punch him in the mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
All
right.
I'll use
Yeah.
Primal Savagery.
Awesome.
As a
Go for it.
cantrip. Do +5. That's a natural 20.
Holy cow. Okay.
Oh, he's
Punching him in the mouth. All right. Leaning forward.
10 when he
Mhm.
was level 5. I did level 5.
Mhm.
2. Oh, yeah. 2d10.
All right. I roll it up.
Not great. It's 24 total.
Okay.
And it's on a hit, you take 1d10 acid damage.
Okay.
Attack. Yeah, so do 24 acid damage total.
Okay. All right. So yeah, leaning forward with that, that primal savagery. You're
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I messed it up. It's not
Okay.
It's not 24, it's 12.
Okay. 24 to hit,
It's-
12 points of damage, acid damage, right?
Yeah, it was a natural 20 to hit.
Okay.
So it's double the dice rolled, not double the total. That's
Right.
the issue I did. So it's
Correct. Okay.
6 and 6. I rolled 2 3s, so that's 12.
Okay. All good. All right. It's good enough. It connects. Leaning forward with that strike. It is savage. It ignites. It emits this acid onto this poor fellow's face. His face begins to melt, and you just kind of hear him kind of call out this horrible Hollywood death. Like, "Gah!" But then something else happens. His body breaks open, and for a brief moment, an absolute brief moment, you see something kind of rise up out of his body, maybe like a ghost or an aberration or something like that. And you just kind of hear this ethereal scream. You see 2 large blue eyes rise up and then just kind of disappear from your sight, leaving nothing but a mess of a carcass on the floor.
Killed my friend.
We are that.
What's that?
We are that, or I don't even know.
Yeah.
Were
You
those
can run
the
a quick
same eyes that he saw when he was a dog?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do these eyes resemble the same? Yeah. You go.
They look a little similar, actually. Yeah. They look a little bit similar. All right.
Justice is Arcana checking.
Okay.
It was a 19. Yeah.
A 19. Okay. He was possessed by something. You're not sure what exactly.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Would
I have no like skill in Arcana. Like I just have a +1, but as
Okay.
someone who uses psionics on a frequent,
Mm-hmm.
is there a role that I can do to see if like I recognize it as a psionic thing?
Yeah.
I'd like to do something similar too. As a cleric, would I have any
Okay.
sort of like
Yeah. Well, that
historical
and
knowledge of this?
yeah, you're really trying hard to identify what the heck this thing is, right? How much do your characters know about like the regions roundabout, the world in general, all of that?
I've been kind of up and down like the center parts
Okay.
of continent. I was
Mm-hmm.
actually in the Morning Lands when they became the Morning Lands. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
walked out. Didn't really affect Warforged as well as me.
Yeah.
So like I saw some crazy things, but I don't remember most of it.
Okay.
And that's my experience with the continent.
Okay. You got it. Xylek?
So I wouldn't have too much knowledge as far as like exploring the world.
Mm-hmm.
However, as my background of a hermit, where I did settle down, I have a background feature called Discovery. It
Mm-hmm.
says my extended hermitage gave me access to unique and powerful discovery. Exact
Mm-hmm.
nature of this revelation depends on the nature of your seclusion. Maybe it won't back.
Okay. Okay.
You might have uncovered a fact that has long been forgotten or unearthed some relic of the past that could rewrite history. Could be
Okay.
information that you would be damaging to people who considered you to exile against the
Okay.
society.
All right.
Nothing happened.
Right.
I don't know
I
if
don't
And
any
then,
of that would work.
right. And then, Justice. Any knowledge of the regions roundabout, of the world, and whatnot, your travels, things like that.
I'm a farm boy who went to war. So, if anything, I'd have seen anything out on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Probably not at home. I don't think my background is going to come in
Okay.
handy at all here.
All right. You got it.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Not a problem.
It is
So yeah,
merchant, so I've been up and down as a merchant specifically.
as a merchant. Okay. All right. So yeah, as it is, I'm not sure that any real checks will clearly identify what it is you're dealing with here. You've heard legends, you've heard tales, you've heard whispers of creatures that inhabit faraway lands that have the ability to possess, but things like that. But they're mostly just storybook fables. They're tales told of faraway lands, perhaps. You're not really sure exactly what it is you're dealing with here, but you know what you saw, and that's a bit freaky right there. Let's spend a couple minutes. Are you guys? Do we need a hard stop? I could spend a couple minutes in the other car with the other groups, so y'all have a little bit more spotlight time. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay with that.
Sure, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, in the first class car, a brawl is a fist fight is taking place between Fist and Tramden. Elsbeth kind of witnessing what's happening here. Y'all heard the call, the cry for help, and let's see. But yeah, Fist, you're looking at your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Tramden is not responding at all to the pain. His face, as I described before, his lower part of his head is just kind of covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting up, and he's getting ready to come at you with a weapon. I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll give you a quick instant to react before we move into a standard combat.
To react to him hitting me?
He's gonna try to hit you. You can see he's about to.
Then I would like to go into a rage.
Excellent. Okay. All right, just gonna rage and let that come in and let the hit come in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he strikes. Does a 21 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. It is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
So
How will you react?
4.
Okay.
Well, did you
As you are raged.
I just said I raged.
Oh, you know
Yep,
what?
yep.
It must cut off. I didn't
Yep.
hear you. I'm also writing kind of like a detailed notes of everything that's going down right now.
Gotcha.
So
Is it because I'm
Okay.
not writing them? I can't use my left hand.
yeah.
What did
Okay.
you pull out?
What? What, Scott?
Didn't he have a great sword?
He had some kind of sword.
And it was
Yeah,
doing bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, sorry, I read that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a really
Okay.
awesome sword.
He's
It's
using
like
the
it's either a really good
It's
or
a-
really bad sword.
It's a sword of DM screw up. It's pretty sweet. It you can say it does one thing and then it actually does something else. It's
Look,
pretty sweet.
Maybe he
actually.
hasn't had it sharpened.
I know
in
that
a
sword
while.
well.
That's fine.
That's right.
These things happen.
Yeah.
We can explain that away. Sorry, no, it's some kind of a blunt weapon, and it's actually kind of difficult for you to see in the flurry, but it does as it strikes, it does do bludgeoning damage.
Cat.
All right. Let me jump into. Let me flip this up. Give you a couple turns. Go ahead and. Well, hang on a second. Sorry, my bad. Fighting with the software is part of the fun.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Let's do a quick roll for initiative. There we go. There we go. And Fist, what will you do?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a turn?
So now that I'm raging, let's hit him again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he's not feeling it, he's still going to get hit.
Alright.
Let's see, what is this? An 11.
Okay. All right, 11 is a hit.
Okay.
And the damage?
What is it? 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to spend a key point to Flurry of Blows.
All right. Fire away.
Let me just double check. Yeah, 2 unarmed attacks. Okay. Oh jeez, I am not rolling very high. So one of them's a 9.
Okay. Okay, 9 is a miss.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. But the other one should hit with a 13.
All right. 13 is a hit.
Alrighty. 7 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It withstands it. And you're just kind of beating this thing to this guy to a pulp with these hits. And normally you're really used to your opponent reacting to that. There's a pain that sears through your body when you're hit with any kind of weapon. Mm-hmm. There's a reaction. There's a grunt. There's a scream. There's a cry of pain. There's something. It's just like hitting an automaton or something like that. It's but clearly you're doing damage. You're just destroying this body. But
it is all non-lethal.
Okay.
I'm not trying to
looking
kill
to go
him.
non-lethal. Not trying to kill it. Okay. You got it. All right then. Elsbeth, what will you do?
All right, so I got questions.
Okay.
When a spell says creature, if I want to specifically target an object,
Okay.
does that work or no?
What is it you want to? Which object are you looking to target, or what spell?
This stone that someone keeps trying to hand me.
Okay. Yeah. You're looking to target that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All my spells tend to say target a creature.
You target a creature. Okay. What is it you're looking to do?
Well, I don't trust this rock. I don't like this rock, and people are being weird. So,
Sure.
that wisdom roll that I did there in D20 or roll 20 was to sort of see if she pieced anything together, and I think this is a reasonable thing for her to have pieced together. So,
Sure. Okay.
she would like to shove a bunch of electricity into that rock in an attempt to explode it.
Okay. You bet. You just want to cast are you looking to cast like a lightning bolt?
Well, I wasn't planning on going quite that overboard yet.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so I have spells obviously that I can use on people or creatures.
Uh-huh.
So can I target it with lightning lure or no?
Okay.
Or would I need to use something like, thunderclap or whatever?
Right. Okay. Let me see. Tell me how lightning lure works. You you'll just gather lightning, right?
Well, I put it out in the roll 20, and here's thunderclap for sort of comparison.
Okay. Okay, lightning lure. You create a flash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice. Or in this case, you want to try and target an object with it.
Yes.
That you can see within 15 feet of you. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw. It doesn't really have strength, or be pulled up to 10 feet. It's kind of an age-old question of like, you target a creature, why can't you just target an item, right?
Yeah, just wanted your ruling on that.
Okay. Yeah, and then thunderclap, you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard. So it requires these things to run this. Let's just do let's see. What's your spell save DC?
It's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it would just be against that piece. We'll see how it does. Okay. So yeah, I would say you can cast lightning lure targeting this thing.
Okay. And then I would like to zap it, and if I can finesse it to sort of toss it with that lightning lure, so sort of bring it toward me, but over my shoulder sort of deal, to ideally crash against something else, that would be the plan.
Okay.
If you'll allow that.
All right. So with that, so you're looking to kind of cast your lightning lure in a way that it will toss it against something, right?
Yes, to both do lightning damage and also throw it, one, away from a person, but two, into a hard surface.
Okay, just looking to break it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then, let's see. Straight line towards you. 1d8. Go ahead and roll the damage on the lightning lure.
I also any one is treated as a 2, so it's actually a 4. That's fantastic.
Okay. All right. So it breaks a good chunk of it off of it. So you casting lightning lure, and this burst of electrical current ignites right near it. It is thrown across the room. It does hit the wall, and you break a significant chunk off of it, and it starts to kind of lose its ability. It loses its luster a little bit. When you do that, Tiriana and Tramden, Tiriana falls unconscious completely. Tramden succumbs to his wounds, and again you see his flesh kind of break open just a bit, and just for an instant you see something rise up out of him. Just like a ghostly figure, a personage. It's hard to say. Bright blue eyes.
I'm gonna give it a look with the sorcerousness and see how that goes.
Okay.
Nice.
With the sorcerousness, what's that?
Yeah, that's the nat 20 on the Arcana.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, tell me about Elspeth's knowledge.
She is a vibes-based sorcerer. She did not get into wizard school like the fancy wizard school.
Mm-hmm.
But like as was established previously, when it comes to certain things, she just gets it. And other things she has basically no knowledge of. So like she's not even trained in Arcana, she just is 100% feeling it, and if she gets it, she gets it. If she doesn't, it's dead to her.
Okay. All right, you got it. So here's what happens. You're not 100% certain about what this is. But as you gaze into that, with that sorceress connection, with that, calling upon that, your abilities, everything you can possibly do to try and connect and identify, there's something that rises up within your mind. It's an awareness. It's an entity, another presence, and you hear reverberating throughout your body, throughout your consciousness. You hear the words, "We are the dark. We are the dreamers. Your world will be ours." And with that, it just fades away and disappears. All right. And with that, is there anything anybody would like to do quickly before we close up for the night? We're a little bit over time. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So with that, yeah. If there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and we'll close out for the evening, and this will be our setup for our next session. Where hopefully some answers will happen here, and probably some resolving about who killed Eganbacker and why. I'll turn the time back over to our gracious host, Olivia.
All right. Tune in tomorrow for Rise of the Rune Lords, Part 2 of Foxglove Manor. That will be around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then tune in next Thursday for the ending of Falcon's mini-series of Over the Underdark. Sorry, my brain is fried.
We'll eventually get back to Men and Monsters.
Yes, that is to be discussed. Other than that, again, I am a sleepy guildmaster, so we are going to wrap this up nice and quickly so I can get some sleep. I am Beluga. I play Fist of the Queen, a barbarian monk multi-class. Alex, to you, Laura, this is your warning.
Yes. I'm Falcon. I'm also part of the Role Players Guild, and I play Xylek, the Nature Cleric Stars Druid multi-class. And Laura, it's up to you.
I'm Laura. I play Gilzath, who's a little auto-gnome soul knife rogue. And he's just really upset right now because he made an ally last session. That its party killed him. And now it's Beast's turn.
Kill's a strong word.
We killed him. We 100% killed him. I'm B. You can't see me right now, but you can hear my dulcet voice. And I play Justice, the Oath of Crown Paladin, and apparently really good wrestler. Who knew? And yeah, I'm going to pass this on to my spouse. Exactly. Go ahead, Scott.
I do not play Justice, the wrestler. I play Elspeth, the half-elf, who is tired of this stone's shit and threw it across the room because why not? Vibes-based sorcery is, of course, the thing that I love most, which is why it's being turned over now to Jason with little ado.
Mm-hmm. All right. Once again, super great session, all. Thank you all so much. I'm Jason, your DM, and yeah, we will reconvene here, and I believe in 2 weeks or next Wednesday.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see you back here in 2 short weeks, and for the continuation and most likely the conclusion of this Murder on the Eberron Express.
Woo woo.
Ooh, we got
All right,
2
guys.
campaigns wrapping up.
I hope to see you all tomorrow for Rune Lords. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Take
Bye,
care.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.